More appropriate. From America, Ohio to be specific, Nick Nutter, the freestyle wrestler. And this young man has walked through 2 opponents so far tonight. He's got a pretty good man in his corner, Mark Coleman, and he's going to, of course, fight the guy that he's been dreaming about for 8 months now.
Yeah, he's really looking forward to this. At least that's what he told us. He says he can take this guy. He fought very well against Vovchanchyn last time. He was able to control him from the ground. He was fighting his fight, but Vovchanchyn has so much power. When you feel what he's got, it makes anybody rethink their game.
All right, and you've got to wonder, Vovchanchyn, if he has anything left after a couple of tough battles.
Yeah, he's definitely had the tougher fights tonight. Nick Nutter has had relatively easy fights, controlling his people, taking them right to the ground. But anything goes. Anything can happen in this final match of the night.
And we call it revenge. And once again, my name is Gary Cruz, and ringside with Greg Friedman. And we are here at World Vale Tudo Championship number 5, Brazil against the world. And in this case, it's Russia against the USA in our final of this fantastic event.
As they were talking earlier about Don the Dragon Wilson, I happened to be in on a meeting earlier where Federico Lapenda and Don the Dragon Wilson were talking, and they weren't only talking about movies, they were talking about fighting. So I would not be surprised if Don the Dragon Wilson, this is me, don't quote me on this, but I expect that there may be a fight coming out with him in the next year or so.
All right, well, we'll keep you posted, of course, as Igor Vovchanchyn comes into the ring for the final. And I'll tell you what, this ought to be awesome.
Yeah, these guys have both been waiting to see each other again. They happen to have great camaraderie. They've been hanging out with each other. They really have become friends. They really know, respect each other. But when it gets into the octagon...
Well, Vovchanchyn has the edge psychologically, I believe.
Yeah, I really believe so, too. He's been so nice. Nutter said to me, it's so hard to be angry with this guy. It's so hard to get up for a fight when you have a guy as friendly as Vovchanchyn is.
Well, the last time they fought, though, very controversial. Nutter actually was on top and was just landing some vicious blows and seemed to have his man incapacitated, the Russian, and they broke it up. The official broke it up, and then about 25 minutes in, Igor finally just overtook him with sheer power.
Yeah, it's really tough to say. Everybody's got their opinions of every fight, and things sometimes don't end up as they're expected to, but this one should be a great match.
And we're getting ready to rumble here in the black trunks. Igor Vovchanchyn against the American Nick Nutter with the red knee pads. Knee protection there. And
oh, my God.
Huge knee immediately.
Nutter charges in and catches a knee right on the button. Nutter's...
He's out.
He's out.
It's over. It is over. Nutter is stone cold out.
Up over the top rope comes Coleman to see his man. They're rolling over Nutter. Here comes the emergency crew.
Oh, my goodness.
He got caught. Vovchanchyn did exactly what he needed to do and wanted to do, which was catch Nutter, soften him up before he comes in, and he hit him right on the button. We'll get to take a look at that in slow motion, hopefully, here in a minute.
Well, hopefully this young man's okay, as immediately Igor Vovchanchyn goes right over to his friend and opponent tonight. Yes, he is conscious, it looks like. His eyes are opening. He was knocked cold, Greg Friedman.
He caught a knee right on the button. This is what you have to do against a freestyle wrestler or a jiu-jitsu man who wants to go for the takedown. You got to soften him up coming in. If you don't soften him up, you want to knock him out. He knocked him out. He hit him with a great shot right on the button, and this one is over.
And watch this. This is incredible. The opening move of this fight.
See what he does here, it appears, let's take a look at it here. He tries to do a double leg and walks right into it, right on the square of the face, and down he went. Unbelievable.
That knee hit him. You hit it right on the button, right in the face, right on the chin, and that's the greatest place to knock somebody out. And he knocked him out cold.
Yeah, what a freestyle wrestler would want to do is probably have shot to the side, try and do a single leg. He went straight into a guy who is known for his knees, and he walked right into a beautiful knee, and that one was over.
I am so glad to see that he is up and he is conscious, and they both shake hands, and great sportsmanship here. But your champion right there of our World Vale Tudo championship number 5,
Nutter.
Igor Vovchanchyn.
Nutter is still totally rocked. I don't think he quite knows who he is or where he is.
I don't think we'll see him on the beach later. He's like, what happened? He's talking to Mark Coleman, and Coleman's saying, you just took the most vicious knee you'll ever take from our champion right there, Igor Vovchanchyn.
Yeah, Nutter's still very weary, not quite knowing where he is. He's a little bit confused right now. You could see it in his eyes. He doesn't really know.
It looks like he's saying, didn't we just hug? I'm not sure. I don't remember if we just hugged or not. But look at that.
Two great champions. They really deserve to be here tonight. They both fought hard. Wow.
Boy, what a show. I'll tell you, Real Sports has put on another incredible show, and let's go up to the ring.
We're over here with Nick Nutter. You know that Nick, you couldn't pull it off on the rematch. I mean, what happened? How did you get hurt like that?
I believe I was lazy. I know he's got a good. I don't know what he hit me with, whether it is foot or his hand, but I was lazy when I shoot. When I shot, I didn't move my head, and I was stupid. I wasn't fighting smart.
Well, you're only 23 years old. You know, you're young, and you have many years to come. You know, and I'm sure you're going to pull it off one of these days.
I want to be the best in the world one day, but today was very disappointing.
Hey, that's okay, man. Good luck to you, Nick.
Thank you.
Well, you heard it from him. He still sounded confused, Greg, as a very disappointed man in his corner. Mark Coleman sit there. He's wondering, oh, I'd like to have this one back.
Yeah, Mark Coleman knew he had a great fighter here. That was really the thing that he didn't want him to do.
We're over here with Igor Vovchanchyn, you know, a guy that has beaten Nick Nutter before, and that was his chance for a rematch. And at the beginning of the fight, he got hit and got knocked out. What happened? I mean, what really happened?
Igor wait. He know that Nick Nutter put in the ground. We wait and beat.
It was a knee that hit him down. Okay, so when are we gonna see Igor Vovchanchyn fighting again?
On the 13th of April in Israel in the second World Absolute Fighting Cup.
Great. And is Nick Nutter going to be in it?
Yes. This is second fight with Nick Nutter. In Israel, Igor won, but in 30 minutes. Here, in 30 seconds, maybe.
So another rematch in Israel. Well, congratulations to you. Good fight. Very good fight.
Well, I don't know if Nick Nutter would want to go a third round with Igor.
Yeah, sometimes there's just a fighter out there that has your number, and Vovchanchyn had Nick Nutter's number tonight, and that was all she wrote.
Boy, and I'll tell you, Nick Nutter is, again, very, very confused, as you would be after you took a knee in the jaw and you were knocked cold. So I just want to hand it to Federico Lapenda and Rio Sports. They have put on a phenomenal show here tonight. World Vale Tudo Championship number 5, Brazil against the world. And I'll tell you, we saw a little bit of everything. We saw some great courage as we go to the center of the ring for the championship presentation from Federico Lapenda. Federico right there with the combatants and sponsors. EDSA, Sampao, and of course there is our champion. I'll tell you what, Greg Friedman, this was a wonderful event again. If you're a fan of this sport, you had to love this show.
Yeah, again, we've seen what Rio Sports can do. We saw the great names here, Mark Kerr, Mark Coleman. Again, Mark Kerr was expected to fight in this show. He was a previous champion. He gave up his title. Igor Vovchanchyn is now the champion. We've seen it in the past. Marco Ruas, unable to continue fighting. Mark Kerr now giving up his title. Igor Vovchanchyn, hopefully he'll be able to continue on and redeem himself as the superior and the best fighter, which he has proved here today, that he is the best fighter in the world today. Mark Coleman challenging, we heard some words there earlier saying, hey, if my guy can't do it, I'll get in there and do it. He also is expected to fight in the WBC early next year.
All right, well, as we thank all the people that have made this great show possible, from this beautiful, beautiful venue in this beautiful city of Recife, Brazil. We are about ready to say goodnight and so long, everybody. My name is Gary Cruz, and on behalf of Greg Friedman and Rio Sports, so long, everyone, from Recife, Brazil.